Pick me up.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 88 of Laying the Fairway. Today is Thursday, January 30th. Let's get it.
Hey,
What's up,
Stu.
Ken? We're
How you doing,
back.
bud?
I'm good,
Came
man.
back from vacation. All our
Yeah, yeah,
followers,
yeah.
all our listeners were up in arms, man.
I know. Half of them were down there with me, so they were missing out. Uh, yeah,
Yeah,
man. Just did a week at Disney, so it might have been more exhausting than my actual work, but
yeah,
uh, no, it was nice to get away though, man. It was a little cold the first couple days and rainy, but then it was shorts and t-shirts by the end, so
Ooh,
can't beat that.
magical. It's a magical
I
place,
know.
apparently.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's about
No, it was fun though, man. It was the kids' first time. They had a blast. It was exhausting. I mean, we were doing 10 to 12-hour days in the park every day. We were there. Um, so now it's just like, all right, we gotta get back on schedule. But dude, the brain, I don't know why, man. I don't know if it's still like travel brain or what. Like, I didn't even really drink that much for a vacation. Like, usually vacations at the beach and you wake up and it's on the beach. You're like, well, I guess I'm just going to have a drink. And there, that's not what it is because you're paying $15 for a fucking beer. So you can't just start doing that. Yeah.
yeah,
So I
can't
don't know,
afford it.
man. I feel like I'm recovering from vacation now, but maybe that's
Yeah,
just me getting old.
yeah, it's always tough. Yeah, it's always
Yeah.
like the new saying, "I need a vacation from my vacation." It's
I
like,
know, right?
yeah,
We're such like old dads. That's
the
such an old
standard
dad.
old dad joke. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you
Yeah.
definitely need that after a golf trip, that's for sure. But yeah, vacation too with
Oh yeah.
kids, same thing. Just a
Hmm.
a different level of tired. Yeah, it's
Oh, for sure.
I've always thought that though, man. You need the kid vacation and then you need that extra week and literally you just sit, maybe read a book. I want to read a book out on vacation one time, just actually relax and do nothing. Maybe
Yeah.
work out
I
even and just like
yeah.
get
I
back in your routine, but not working. And, like, get an
yeah.
actual weekend of,
That'd
like,
be nice.
recovery, like, that would be incredible.
I
Maybe
brought a
golf.
book to the beach once, and I think I read like the first chapter and then forgot about the rest of the
Yeah,
week.
there's no way you could read a book with especially with kids.
No. Oh
No
yeah,
fucking way.
no. That's out the window.
I haven't read a book in 5 years.
Yeah, but
That
I
might
read
explain the
children's
brain
books.
fog.
Yeah.
Maybe we're just getting dumb, Stu.
I mean, that's definitely a possibility. Definitely.
Yeah,
I mean, I
it's
read
just your brain doesn't work
children's
anymore.
books
It's like
every
a
night.
muscle. Yeah. Oh, dude, do you, like, disassociate when you read children's books? I literally am
Uh,
reading, and then
yeah.
I come to, and I realize I have been thinking about something else
Oh,
the entire
yeah.
time. I've just been reading the words, and I'm thinking about like work or my golf swing or whatever. Uh,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
holy shit, dude! I like completely disassociate.
Oh, no, absolutely. And I read with like no emotion. It's just like
Yeah.
flatline reading.
Yep.
So, no, yeah, I do
Rocket
that
is
all the
brave. He
time.
there's the butterfly. The cat jumped over the wall. Humpty Dumpty fell. Like, oh fuck, I got that report tomorrow. My son's like, what, dad? What's fuck? What's the report? And why'd you say fuck? I'm like, ah, shit. Rocket is brave.
Yeah, it I don't know, man. Yeah, the brain fog's serious right now. I was trying to think like I was on call for work and they asked something. Nobody was like speaking up. So like, oh, I'll just answer this. And I started speaking, and then just like the words that were coming out of my mouth this morning were just like I couldn't even finish my sentence, and I was like, sorry, still on vacation mode. Couldn't finish that one. Somebody picked that up after me. I just felt like such an idiot. I was like, why did I even speak up? Like, I know I'm stupid right now. Like, I don't,
Don't worry, I did that
maybe
today
that's why.
too. I'm not coming off vacation either. I think it's the wintertime blues, man. No golf. Your brain doesn't work when you don't play golf, I think. It's just, you need that outlet, the social outlet, the physical outlet. I did
Yeah.
the same thing. I had to I was mid thought, completely forgot what I was talking about, and had to apologize. It's like,
All right.
no,
Well, that
it's
makes
not
me
just
feel better.
vacation. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Well, the dream run for your boys is over, huh? I didn't watch Sunday, but I
Manders,
saw
yeah.
the final score. Yeah.
Washington Redskins. Yeah, that was tough.
It
Yeah.
didn't look like it
Uh
was at one point
Tough
I
game.
saw and it was like 12-14, and then all of a sudden I looked and it was like 35 to
Oh, dude,
12. And I was like, what happened?
we kept coming back, and then like all right, we're in it. We got this. We're only down 2. We're only down 8. We're only, and then we'd fumble every time. Just
Really?
or dude, they got so many calls. Hill refs. Sean Hockley is now and his crew's now 7-0 with the Eagles. Which when a game's like that tight, the teams are that tight. Every little thing matters, and there was like
Hmm.
2 or 3 calls, pass interference, sort of big calls, botched holding call on a 4th and 5, stuff like that. I mean, it wasn't. I think we lost the game because of the fumbles, but the refs didn't help. So it was just kind of brutal way to go out. And then then fourth quarter especially, it was just kind of over. So they got
Played it.
some. They got a couple. Once it's a runaway, those extra touchdowns, the score looked real bad. But I mean, we were
Yeah.
in it. We just kept biting ourselves in the foot. So it's a tough way to go out, especially a team we've already beat, division rival, a bunch of trash ass
Hey,
fans.
yeah.
So that was a
But I
tough one.
mean, you
But
can't be too disappointed. Like that's
I
further than
literally,
you could ever dreamed of this season.
I yeah, I mean, at that point, I was like, okay, shit, dude, one more win, we're in the Super Bowl. That'd be incredible. Never seen it, in my adult lifetime. I mean, we were like
Yeah.
4 when it happened last. So, um,
Yeah.
yeah, unbelievable run. I it. We kept saying, "Oh shit, we get we're playing with house money. We have no pressure." I think at that point, once this NFC Championship game, you kind of, I felt like they probably felt the pressure a little bit. We made
They
the tough,
had to have tightened up a little bit.
and they definitely tightened up. 3 fumbles was tough, but I literally like
Yeah.
once I got over the fuck that sucked. Yeah, I was just kind of like on my drive home from watching the game.
Mhm.
I was like just smiling. It was an incredible run.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
First time I felt
That's
happiness
like,
watching football since 2012, and even
yeah.
then, kind of felt like a fluke. We've had a few like kind of fluky seasons. This one was legit. We were actually legit and made it to the NFC Championship. So I was just happy. Been happy. Still awesome. Actually have a bright future. I mean, I
Nice.
didn't. It was weird though. I don't. I felt like more stressed out than like having fun during that run. I was like legit
Oh,
like
yeah.
freaking
Well, that so,
anxiety
I
riddle. It
mean,
was almost like a relief once we lost, like in a weird way. I was like, oh man, like that was so sick.
yeah.
I was like so scared at every.
When the Titans made their run, I guess it was like 5 years ago now, and they lost to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. I was like, every game, like on the edge of my seat, standing up,
Yeah,
pacing around the room. And then
yeah,
when they lost to the Chiefs, I was like, God, could have gone to the Super Bowl. But I was like, man, I've never
that
had
was
a season
awesome.
like that. That's as
Yeah,
good as it gets.
incredible.
But you're in a way better situation because you have a rookie quarterback. You didn't have a guy on at the end of his career that was like,
Right.
I mean, I don't know. They were prime then, and then it all fell out from there. So
Well, and that's what I kind of was saying though. Like even though he's a rookie, you look at Lamar, you look at Josh Allen.
yeah.
Well, Josh Allen was just in the AFC Championship, but like it doesn't mean you're getting back. Like you could
Mm,
be
right.
you can have an incredible
Yeah.
quarterback. Joe Burrow didn't make the playoffs this year. Like
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, how many years did he? They won the Super Bowl
Well,
in one year,
he
and
only
then
has
like
one Super Bowl.
yeah. Well, you only have so many chances. Not everyone's Patrick Mahomes, or Tom
Yeah.
Brady. So shit, even Peyton Manning ran into fucking Tom Brady every year. So hopefully we'll break through one. You only need one to be a legend.
That's right.
Especially in DC. So yeah, hopefully we'll get back. But I was kind of like, shit, dude, now's the time. Let's go. But yeah, incredible. So now I can actually watch some golf, though. I was
There you go.
too
Yeah.
locked in on football. Like nothing
Yeah. Every
mattered. It's
weekend you've been
funny, like fantasy didn't matter. Well, fantasy was over, but even still, it's just like it changed everything about my life.
your
Like
weekends.
everything. And like I just
Yeah.
didn't care about anything else. I'm like, oh my God. Like normally I'm like picking like, all right, I guess I'll root for the Ravens this year, or root for the Bills or someone like and not
Somebody
having to
to
do
bet
that.
on,
Like,
and
it's so
yeah.
weird. It's like, oh,
Yep. Yep.
we're actually good. Like this is
Yep.
incredible. Yeah.
That's
Never felt
hilarious.
anything like that in my life.
Yeah.
It's about time.
Well, there was a golf tournament last weekend. It's funny because you were locked in on football all weekend. I was at Disney, just in a different world, literally. Like I didn't even check sports all weekend, besides like a couple scores here and there at the end of the day. And I was like, who even won last week at Torrey Pines? And it's like, oh yeah, it's Harris English. That's right. We have a golf podcast. I should know these
Yep.
things. But yeah, Harris English won. With what was it, like he was like 7 under. I didn't pay a lick of attention to it. My guy I picked, I don't even remember who the hell I picked for the pod last week, but he didn't make the cut. So it was Ben Griffin, right? No, that was my fantasy pick. I don't even know. We didn't make a pod pick. That's what it was. But I picked Penn Griffin fantasy. He didn't make the cut, so I was just like, well, I'm checked out. Who cares? But yeah, Harris English won. I guess you said there was a lot of wind. I don't. That's the only knowledge I know of what happened at Torrey Pines.
Yeah. The scores are low. There was a lot of wind. I think it was Friday or Saturday. Was kind of a tough day for him.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of wind. Scores were low.
there you have it. And that's your Farmers Insurance Open recap. Talking golf. Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't have much else to say. You did say you watched some TGL though. Tiger played Rory's team. Is that what happened?
Tiger
I
versus
still
Rory.
wasn't
It was
in.
incredible
Yeah,
matchup. Switched to Monday, which is was interesting. I guess there's no football, so there was still nothing on. So that was good. But I kind of like the Tuesday. I don't know. Tuesday's better day. Monday, you're still kind of getting
yeah,
the week, and then Tuesday it's like kind of nice to have something. But Monday was fine. But yeah, man, Tiger. I think Tiger's gonna have to kind of carry the league. I feel like when it's not Tiger, definitely not nearly as much buzz. But Rory coming in as well. Uh, they were getting competitive, and it was the
that's
first
cool.
week that was actually competitive. But you could feel the intensity a little bit. But they were still joking around. Like Kiz played much better too. And him and Tiger definitely have a little thing going. They got some
Yeah,
banter, like Kiz. And we were talking about Matt Berry being like a lone wolf out there sometimes, but with Kiz actually talks, and
yeah.
he's kind of got like. So I felt like he
He's
carried the
been in the booth
broadcast.
before.
Yeah, so Kiz kind of was talking through all the shots and what was going on, and he played a lot better. So that was good. So like the first time he played, it
Yeah,
was like Jesus, dude.
yeah, that was bad. I saw
So
some
he
Tom
played
Kim
good.
highlights.
Tom Kim. So yeah, they added Tom Kim. Tom Kim drained some putts. He kind of carried them golf wise, and then Tiger and Kiz carried like the broadcast. And then Rory, you had Adam Scott. I don't think Adam Scott said a word the entire broadcast,
That's
which was
awkward.
hilarious. But he drained some putts. So that was pretty sick. Rory hits the shit out of the ball. So on the sim, it's kind of cool to see his stats and stuff from
Yeah,
at least.
yeah,
Uh, who was the other guy? Someone forgettable.
clearly. Yeah,
Uh,
I don't
oh, it was
I think
Keegan.
he
Keegan
said,
with the stash. Keegan with the stash. Keegan had a little case of the hooks. My guy Keegan. How did I forget Keegan? Jeez.
that's
Uh,
not good.
he didn't play great, but but dude, they were all those guys are ultra competitive. So they were actually Yeah, you could feel the intensity. So it was legit. It was a legit match. It went to overtime. Um, Tiger and his team kind of took control there, and then Adam Scott drained like a 30-footer to tie it up.
Really?
It was the last hole or second to last, one of those. Um, so went to overtime, and Tiger made a couple big putts. Kiz made a big
I
putt.
saw they did a
Tom
chip
Kim made
off.
a few big putts. So they did a chip off. It was kind of like a soccer penalty kick shootout. So all three had a
Okay.
shot. They went 1v1 in a chip off. So it was kind of cool actually. When they first were doing chip off, I thought they were just doing like closest to the pin when everyone
Yeah.
hit. I was like, yeah. But so what they did was like, 1v1, 3 sets of matches, and whoever was
So best two or
closest
three.
got the point. Yeah. So
Okay.
it was kind of cool. So you kind of had 3 shots that meant something in a row. So,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then,
yeah. That's cool.
yeah, so it was kind of cool. OT Tigers team finally got a win, and they realized the weak link was Max Homa, I guess. But kind of interesting to have like 4 people squads and rotate. That kind of throws another little wrench in there. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, I think TGL's working, dude. It's I think for some people who haven't watched it, I think it still sounds like, oh, simulator, like that doesn't mean much for me. But when you watch it, man, it's legit. The shot clock.
Hmm.
Tiger actually got a shot clock violation on one of his putts,
Really?
and yeah, which was kind of wild. It's like he had like a 8-footer to tie, so it was a huge putt. Took too long to read it. Like as he's about to strike it, or putt it,
Buzz.
shot clock violation, lost the hole. So that was kind of a big point in the match. So like they ain't fucking
Damn.
around with the shot clock. Dude, it's huge. It took the match was like
Yeah.
an hour 45 minutes. It's a good formula. I think they got something here.
Yeah, I think you're right though.
Viewership
Like
is still pretty good.
from what I watched, like they need Tiger to carry it, or they need to find some other personalities because some of these guys are just duds, total duds.
Yeah, there's a lot of duds. I think the majority of them are duds. um,
Yeah.
but
Well, golfers are just like introvert
yeah,
dorks at nature.
yeah,
Like
and
this
kinda, I
is
mean,
what
because
they
it's such an
are.
individual sport, and
Yeah,
to
they
have
have to be to be great. You kind of have to be.
yeah, but
Um,
um, like they were reading putts together. It's kind of cool to see them like, hey, I think it's right here. Reminds you of just playing like a
yeah.
four-man scramble with your buddies a little bit.
Hmm.
They're definitely getting used to it, I feel like. Um, and the green's kind of like tough to read, so it throws them off. They're still missing putts and like what the fuck was that? It's
Yeah.
uh the simulator is definitely still weird. Like some of the shots, you're like, a
That
cut
doesn't
player
seem
is hitting
right.
a hook, and they're like, "What the fuck was that?"
Yeah,
So it
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
throws you off. So it's interesting. I think that's probably why we've had a few blowouts, but this one they seem to kind of like, Tigers team. That was their second time playing, first time Rory was playing, but they seem to kind of get it down a little better. Yeah, I don't know what the matchup is next week, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it progresses, like especially the weeks without Tiger, as far
Yeah.
as the views. But yeah, I think it's solid, man. Monday or Tuesday night too. It's just right now with no competition. Before
Yeah.
they're gonna run into some trouble here in March with March Madness and like hockey playoffs
Well, it
kind
should
of.
be over by then. Isn't it over by
It
like
ends
St.
in
Patrick's
March.
Day? I think it's done like St. Patrick's Day
I thought it was
around
end of
that
March.
time.
They're running like the first weekend of March Madness. I thought maybe it's the week
Uh,
before. If it's the week
okay.
before, then they're good. But
But it's funny you said Tiger got a shot clock violation because he was slow reading the green. But the tour broke some news today that they want to allow
rangefinder,
players and caddies to use rangefinders to speed up
yeah.
pace of play. And all I could think of was just like, that's not where they're slow. They're slow on the greens.
Oh
They
yeah,
read oh
they
my
read every
god, they
angle.
walk
Yeah,
around
and do
the
the.
damn
We should
ball
ban the what's that?
aim point.
Aim point.
Aim point. Yeah. They
They need
walk
to ban
around
the
the
aim
damn
point, dude.
ball like 4 freaking times before they even address it. And then half the time they address it with the mark still down, look at it, and then back off again. It's just like, dude, the rangefinder is not where they're slow. Put a shot clock on them.
I think the shot clock
I,
would help because they were still
well, I
they
mean, they
still
have a
do.
clock, but they don't enforce it.
I think the shot clock would be huge because they still. I mean, they were doing aim point. They were reading the greens. I mean, it's not like it's still like a 40-second shot clock. I mean, it's not like they have no time.
Yeah, 40
I
seconds is
guess the
plenty of
difference,
time.
and like they're just hustling though. They're doing the aim point, but they're running up. Like I think it's right here, and then they get back. Like
Yeah.
get down. All right, yeah, it's right there, and then they go.
I guess 40
So
seconds isn't as long as you think, but like, what's the
yeah, I
what's
mean, even
the
you
clock on
make it a
PGA
minute,
Tour?
make it 90 seconds. On PGA, but enforce it, and give them plenty of time. But if you got to speed up, you can still do aim point, but just don't go. You got to do it a little quicker.
Yeah,
I mean, that'd be huge.
yeah. So
So
PGA Tour, they do have a clock, and it's 60 seconds is what it looks like, but they're like it's real loose. I mean, some guys take way longer than 60 seconds.
yeah, and
So,
and dude, so it took Harris English group 5.5 hours to finish.
oh my god, that's brutal.
I mean,
Dude, we've all played
I
those
mean,
rounds. Anything longer than a
that's
4.5 hour round to me just is
right.
just
That's
like,
an
oh
extra
my
hour,
lord,
extra
that's a
hour
long
for
time.
yeah, 18 holes. That's a lot.
Yeah,
I think 5 hours gotta be max on a pro golf tournament. I mean, I get if there's a lot of money involved. You don't want to push them too
hmm,
hard, but 5.5 hours for final round, that's wild.
yeah,
I mean, just from a viewing
yeah,
standpoint, it's like, you know, how are you,
and,
how are you gonna get viewers for five and a
yeah,
half hours?
and they don't do a good job, especially on a Sunday. And there's like 2 guys or 3 guys in the mix to win it. And if one of those guys is a slow player and they show his whole pre-shot routine, like it's just bad TV at that point.
Hmm.
Like I who cares if Joe Smith is 10 shots back? If he hits a great shot, like show it. Who just show golf. Show golf on a golf broadcast. It's a
Yeah.
genius idea, I know, but it's like Jesus Christ. Like Brian Harmon when he won the Open was just that was so brutal to watch. Watching him waggle the club 8,000 fucking times, and like I mean Bryson's just incredibly slow, and so when he's in the mix and majors, like it's like God, I just want to watch golfers hit golf shots. Is that too much to ask?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
like reading the green and shit. And if they're all mic'd up and they're talking to their caddy, like that's intriguing. But if you're not getting all that, what's the point of showing it? So you can listen to the fucking on course guy, like Bones, say what he's seeing. Like that doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's it's funny. I never really I haven't looked at stats of like has the pace of play gotten that much slower? Like I don't know because I never
It's
thought this was a problem before, and then now it's like
it
it's a
seems
problem all of a
bad.
sudden. So it does seem
It's,
bad, but
well, there's
I
also
was like, well, I
analytic. I
never
mean,
minded it before. I don't know.
no, no, I don't know. Maybe the broadcast has gotten worse. Maybe there's so much coverage that you're seeing it more. But I mean, think
A lot of
about
commercials.
like, and I don't even know, for instance, if Fitzpatrick is a slow golfer, but since college, he registered every shot he's ever hit in tournament play. He has a notebook with every shot he's ever hit. So that means he's doing it while he's playing. I don't know if he's a slow golfer, but he's also looking back at that, I'm sure, during the and it's like you don't need that much. I mean, some of these guys are fucking lunatics and probably OCD and shit, but it's like you don't need that much information, I don't think. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that's why we're not pros. Maybe we don't just don't care
Yeah,
enough.
to
I don't
say,
fucking know.
That's why I shoot a lot of 83s, 84s because I'm not paying attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, fuck, dude, I bogeyed that hole in that one. Like,
Yeah.
I was really dumb. I three putted and probably should have read that green. If I would
Yeah.
have looked at that for 2 seconds longer, maybe I would have fucking, you know,
Yeah. I
not completely
probably do a better
misread it.
job keeping stats of what I've eaten and had to drink on the course more so than the shots I've hit.
Ooh. Yeah, that would be mind blowing. Oh,
That
I had 8
scorecard.
beers. No wonder I couldn't fucking see straight at the,
Yeah.
the back nine.
I got 2 hot dogs at the turn. Jesus Christ. I don't remember that. I wonder why I had heartburn. It was the
Yeah,
8 beers and 2 hot dogs I had.
yeah. Was
Did you see that
two,
thing that,
200 through 12, and then man, it fell apart. I don't know why.
yeah. Did you see that it was like a thing on I think it was Golf Digest. It might have been last week. I think I meant to bring it up last week, but I don't think I did. Or 2 weeks ago. I don't know. But I saw it and it said how um a hot dog is like barely ordered anymore at golf courses.
Yeah, we talked about this.
Did we? Okay. Never mind then. Told you, brain fog. Brain fog's heavy.
These goddamn health nuts can't even eat hot dogs anymore.
I know.
We need to quit
Jesus.
growing the game. We got too many people that can't eat a damn hot dog. What's wrong with
Yeah.
America?
They don't drink beer anymore. They drink high noons and eat chicken salad sandwiches. Bunch of
God, no.
sissies. Oh, that's us.
I
Actually,
can't
that's
drink
actually
it anymore.
us. We're a
Yeah.
bunch of sissies
I
now.
actually had a beer over the weekend. I was like, oh, God,
Yeah.
it's so good.
Now I still like I'm
Craft
drinking a
beer,
beer right now, obviously, but dude, if I drink
craft
too
beer.
much beer, if I drink anything other than like clear liquor anymore, I'm just like, oh god, I feel terrible.
Yeah, I know.
It's, it's a
They don't
bad
have
spot
good
to be
clear
in.
liquor drinks on the course, though.
No,
It's hard to like
no,
sustain. You
you just
can't
gotta
beat
get
a
like
beer.
vodka, Gatorade.
Just well, vodka, soda, whatever. But like the cart girl
Yeah,
never has vodka and soda. At least not the courses I play.
true.
Sometimes they'll do. Sometimes they'll have the airplane bottles or whatever. But like, it's just not as enjoyable. Nothing's as enjoyable as a
Yeah.
beer. Just a cold beer on ice.
Hmm.
Something magical
You
about
know, it
it.
might be a good drink on the course. You start implementing is like a quick margarita. Like you just the mixer and the tequila. You don't need the salt rim and all that shit or frozen. Just a margarita on the rocks. That might be good on the course.
That'd be phenomenal. But there's not
Yeah,
uh, something about just a cold beer and a koozie. It's just way better
yeah,
though. Like a margarita,
yeah.
be perfect, but the plastic cup, especially if there's a straw involved, it don't feel right. You know?
Just don't feel right. It's not authentic.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe get it in a can, margarita in a can, but
Yeah, then
that
that
thing
doesn't
gets
even feel
warm.
right.
If it gets warm,
You're in
you're
bad.
screwed.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't
drinking that
know,
much
man.
tequila. Oh my god. Yeah, no, you're right. Beer. It's the American
That's
way. Beer and
get a
hot
beer.
dogs.
Yeah. Maybe we can get some
Yep.
beer without the glyphosate and the.
Without
Maybe we can just
Roundup in it.
get a beer that's just vodka and water.
Be great.
Yeah. There you go.
Shit.
Guess that's what a high noon
Um.
is. I don't know. That gives me
Yeah.
heartburn for some reason.
That's the damn hot dog, is what it is.
It's the fucking hot dog. Yeah.
Yep. Well, this week we got the Pebble Beach Pro Am. It's a signature event this
Big
year,
one.
which is
Signature event.
kind
I
of
think,
cool because you have
yeah.
some big names in it.
All
I
the
feel like
big
you didn't
dogs are
always
back.
get. Yeah, I don't feel like you always got huge names in this event. Maybe I'm mistaken, but
Which
I
I
feel
always
like.
thought was weird because it's Pebble Beach. But yeah,
Hmm.
you like a couple years ago, I think it was a signature event last year as well. Um, pretty sure.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Wyndham Clark won. I do know that.
yeah, Wyndham Clark won. Kind of went off last year, but
Yeah, he shot 60,
yeah,
course record 60.
yeah. And they always have like the celebrities. Look, this year they don't have too many big names out there.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a bunch of like
I think it's
C
probably just a lot of rich
level.
guys
Yeah, that's what
that
it
just
looked like
wanted
to
to
me
play.
too.
Yeah,
Bunch of like
I
CEOs of
saw
companies and stuff.
right. Saw Jay Monahan. Uh,
Yeah.
s- and like I saw Cronky. Must be like Stan's son or
Stan
something.
Kroenke's son. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So just saw
I'm
some rich
sure.
people's names,
Yeah.
but I saw
Yeah.
like Larry Fitzgerald was like this one celebrity I saw. Uh,
That's weird. Bunch of people you never heard of. Because like I feel like CEO of FedEx used to always
yeah,
play. But
those
like
type
but
of guys.
back in the day, like it was big, like Bill Murray would show up
Bill
and
Murray,
like
no Bill Murray this year. Aaron
yeah,
Rodgers
you could
won a
ain't that.
couple years ago. He's not playing. Probably wasn't invited
Huh.
because he didn't get vaccinated or whatever. uh, or
Gavin
maybe
Newsom
he's
wouldn't
doing
let him across the border. Yeah, but it's a signature event and there's no cut, which is I like.
Hmm,
You always feel like you have a
there's no
shot with your
cut.
pick. No cut this week. So I
Well,
feel
that's
like
weird because
whatever
I
your
was
pick
wondering. I was
is,
like, so they
you always have a shot.
interesting. So they play Spyglass the first 2 days, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh well. I was like, why do they play two courses? I was like, oh, they got so many people, especially with the amateurs. So I was like, oh, after the cut, they just play Pebble Saturday, Sunday,
Mhm.
but no cut. I guess that is not the reason why. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, no cut.
Do the amateurs play
Um,
all 4 days?
I think they don't play Sunday. I think they only play 54 holes.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If I
Interesting.
remember right. I think come Sunday they're out of it. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Um, but I mean, Scotty's back from his Christmas injury. You got JT, you got Morikawa, Rory,
Rory, bet
Cantlay. I mean,
on.
all the big dogs. Xander's not playing. Xander hurt? Like, what's going
Sanders
on with him?
hurt. Yeah, he's got something going on.
Yeah,
Was his back or something?
I don't know. I saw on Reddit people are speculating. It's more live speculation. I was like, Jesus Christ, don't do this. Um, Looks like amateurs will only play Thursday and Friday. They get one round at Pebble, one round at Spyglass. There's no cuts. There's only 80 players. There's 80 pros, 80 amateurs playing. So that stinks.
Hmm.
They only get to play 36 holes, but I mean, I guess it'd still be sick. But um,
Sanders
yeah,
recovering from
Xander's
a
not.
rib cage injury on his right side,
Huh,
right rib. Okay,
yeah,
maybe he's trying to suck his own dick. Rib
he just
injury.
played in
Try to take one out.
TGL like 3 weeks ago, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh well.
Rib injury's
Um,
not good.
no, that's not good. Not for your golf swing. Not good for your golf swing. You got your boy Keegan rocking the stash playing. That's who I went with this week. I went with the Keegan top 20. So he's just started off pretty well this season. And I
Yep.
think he does want to be like player captain at the Racco. I think he wants to make the team. I don't know. He's a kind of lunatic, so he's probably like, I'm going to be the one to do this.
I thought he said
Everybody
he
thought it'd be
wasn't
Ty.
gonna do that, but yeah, that'd be tight. If
Yeah.
that's what I was wondering with him being named captain so early, like he could still easily make the team.
Mm-hmm. He's played well so far this
Been
year.
playing good enough. I mean, he's been playing great. So
Yeah,
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 that'll
yeah.
be interesting. I saw Jim Furyk was just added as assistant captain. I'm like, yeah, I wonder if he's playing good enough to be on the team. I wonder if he just gives up the captaincy to Jim and just plays. Because I
Maybe.
don't.
And if he did, he'd always be invited back to be a captain if he
Yeah,
did. Like, because he's young enough. I mean, he's got to be one of the youngest captains ever.
Yeah.
So, um, I think
The
like yeah,
stash
if
is
he
pretty killer.
qualifies, dude, he rocks it.
Stash
He
is looking
kills it.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought
he's
about shaving a stash after I saw his.
yeah. I don't think I can pull it off. I'm a little puffy. I feel like I'm a little puffy.
My problem is once I shave this, the old double chin comes out. I'm like, I
Yeah, exactly.
gotta lose some weight.
Exactly.
Ah, I keep telling myself I'm gonna start running again and
Dude,
lose the weight.
yeah.
We'll
I
see.
was getting good about exercising, and then we went to Disney World, and I mean, I walked a shit ton, but like I didn't actually exercise while I was there. So that was like, I don't know, taking a week and a half off really throws a wrench in everything you've been building towards. I feel like it doesn't take
Yeah,
long to just start back at ground zero.
yeah, yeah. I had like a good
Um,
2 weeks there till this week.
yeah,
That's what happens usually.
holding strong, holding strong. Another story is Speed's back.
Spieth
He
is
had
back off the wrist
left,
injury.
yeah, left wrist surgery in August. So it was his first start of the year. He said he feels good,
Dude, I'm
but he just
excited for Spieth.
hasn't been playing. So,
That
dude,
might be a good thing.
God,
Might be a good thing for him.
maybe I don't know, man. He's just like
I'm excited. We need him back. We need some
everybody thought he was
excitement back in the
back.
game. And Spieth,
Yeah, he is awesome. He's fun,
there's no
but
one more
everybody
fun
thought he
to
was back.
watch than Jordan
No,
Spieth when he's hot, dude.
yeah, when he's on, yeah, even when he's off, he's fun because he's
Yeah,
crazy. But he,
but yeah,
I I just I don't know, man. He keeps like teasing
he's kind of
everybody, like
he's just his mentals are fucked, dude. I saw him on the range today, and he has a towel. It's not. It's like 50 degrees. It's not like hot. It's not wet.
yeah,
He's got the towel. Got to touch the towel after every shot on the range. I was like, God,
his OCD is
he's
yeah,
mentally
yeah,
fucked, dude. He's OCD. He's got some sweaty palms problems.
hmm
But yeah, I would love for him to be back. I saw a graphic today, and I mean he's struggled for like 5 years now, which is crazy.
yeah.
But he in 2019 he was like 150 something in strokes gained off the tee, which now we know is like the most important stat. Um, and last year he got all the way to 15th. So he's been working on his driver.
It's
He was
good.
killing the driver last year. Didn't really help him last year because his
No,
iron game was so bad, which is wild. But maybe with the wrist, getting that fixed up, if he can get his iron
maybe.
game back to where it was with the new driving distance, that would be huge. And if he can come back and compete, you know, I think that'd be
Yeah,
huge.
dude,
Scotty's awesome. I love watching Scotty, but like he's a dud. Like Spieth is just incredible to watch when he's hot.
he's
He has that
fun.
Tiger like magic, pull out from the bunker, hit
hmm
ridiculous shots type of stuff, drain a long putt. He's kind of got like a little aura, a little
Oh,
excitement
for sure.
about
He definitely has aura.
and so I'd love for him to come back. And everyone loves a good like comeback story. If he can come back and like get hot, that'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
dude. What's it
So
been like? Was 2015 like his really good year? So it's been 10 years since he was like
yeah,
at the
yeah,
top of his game.
yeah, which is crazy
That's
because
that's
he's still
super
young.
crazy thing. Yeah, he's still young. Well, it's like all these guys. I mean, like JT isn't old by any means, but it's like
Yeah,
he hasn't been on top of his game in 5 plus years.
yeah.
I don't know. It's just it's also competitive now.
When
One,
he
but
went
two,
PGA,
like
yeah,
yeah, he did. Yeah, he did do that. But
that was a few years ago.
when those guys were like the young guns, and it's like, oh, it's, dude, it moves so fast. Like they're already pushed aside. I mean,
Yeah,
there's Scotty and Xander and Ludwig, and I mean, all of those guys are head and
the
shoulders above
millions of
Spieth and JT.
yeah. JT's kind of back this year so far,
Yeah,
but
I
yeah,
mean, at the on the PGA app, like he's number one in the power rankings this week, but it's like I don't know. I don't trust him over Rory, Morikawa,
No,
Ludwig,
definitely.
Scotty. Like I don't know
No,
why
no.
everybody's so high on him, but
He played good. He did
yeah,
play.
I mean, he had a
Yeah,
runner up
I
at
agree. I just
American
yeah, I don't trust him.
Express. Yeah, it's just hot. He's not as steady. Like those other guys are just consistent week in, week
Yeah,
out. It seems,
yeah, yep,
which is, I feel like that's the difference now. Is you could be streaky and have a great year, but now it's like that shit doesn't play anymore. You got to be on top of your game every freaking week. It's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, and then dude, I'm curious to see Scotty, man. I what was his injury exactly? Just a big hand laceration, like he broken glass through his hand. So I think he'll be fine.
I think
Like
he'll
as
be
long as he's
fine.
healed, like who cares?
Yeah,
I mean, it obviously wouldn't be a shock if he won. He just that's all he really does is win and book top 10. So we got him coming back. Should be fun. It's Pebble. Dude, Pebble's great. It's one of those courses where you watch because of the course, no matter what's being played there. I don't know. They play
yeah,
like sometimes they'll play like college golf there or women's amateur events, and it's like one of those
right.
things like, well, it's at Pebble. I know the holes. Let's watch a little bit. So
Yep.
it should be fun. No football this weekend. Super Bowl's next week, so got no excuses this week.
No,
Guess
golf
we got to
season
lock in and
officially
watch.
kicks off this week. Yep.
That's right. That's right.
Signature
You
event.
gonna?
I'm glad it's a signature event because it's always weird. Like you're saying, like
Mm-hmm.
not all the big dogs. It's Pebble, and it's like not all the big dogs are there, and it's always kind of a weird. It's like
Yeah.
this is like an iconic course. USO when the US opens there, it's always huge. It's like well, they play there every year. Why it's just not
Yeah.
a weird event. So
Yeah.
I'm excited. Ready
Yep.
for golf season. You can start sniffing. You can sniff golf season right around the corner. February.
Hmm.
Gotta get through February, baby.
I got invited to play this weekend. My buddy Alex texted me today, actually. So you golf Saturday, and I've got daughter's soccer game at 11. My son's basketball game's at 3, and I'm like, there's no logical way I can pull this off. I don't think
No,
it's
no.
just not happening.
You got to
So,
save the tokens first for springtime. Yeah,
yeah, when you start getting those texts, though, you're like, ooh, we're like we're
you
here.
can feel it. You start feeling a little
Yeah.
better. Life
Yep.
just
Yep.
picks up a little bit, you know.
Yep. Oh yeah. Well, I know I kind of already said my pick, but I'll say it again. Pick for this week. I already posted them all. I already teased it, but I went Keegan top 20. It was plus 130. He's had a great start to the year. I think he has a T6, two T15s. He's 18th in FedEx Cup points so far. So I don't know. He's not the Keegan he was 12 years ago, 10 years ago. He's just a steady, like old dude on tour now.
Mm-hmm.
So but those guys, I mean, they cash checks. I mean, think about
Cash
guys like
check.
Kuchar or like when we were growing up, guys like Calcavecchia and stuff like that. Like these guys in their 40s that just know how to cash checks. And
Yeah,
I think I don't know, Keegan's back. He was kind of
yeah,
off the radar for a few years, and it seems like he's back to that level where he's just going to be steady again. So I think
yeah.
Keegan top 20 is plus money. Seemed good to me.
Love that. Yeah, no, dude, that's a perfect description of Keegan now at this point in his career.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, plus he's got the stash, so that's good for a few
Rocking the
extra
stash
points.
for sure.
I went with Morikawa to win plus 1400.
Mhm.
Uh, just had a tingle,
Yeah,
and it's really
Cali
more
boy.
game for me. California guy always plays good in California. I feel like he's due. I mean, he had a few little struggles there, but over last year. But I feel like he's been back for a bit now, and he's just always a
Yeah.
threat to.
Oh
Uh,
yeah. If he can get
so
his putter hot, he's there. It's
yeah,
all the putting with him, man.
yeah. I probably should have just picked Scotty, went chalk, just to get a win. But
Yeah. What was
uh,
Sky's number coming off the injury? Do you know off the top of your head or no?
I thought it was plus 400.
Jesus
I was like, no
Christ, dude.
chance in hell, but
Seriously?
it's probably yeah. Which is wild because you got Rory, Morikawa,
Yeah.
Auberg. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
JT. Everybody's high on
JT.
JT.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
Rory. Like,
staying away from Scotty, but let me double check that number real quick.
yeah,
But
I got it up right now. It's loading right now. Scotty
Morikawa,
is plus 400.
mhm,
Rory 1200. JT Morikawa 14. Ludwig Cantlay 20-1. So yeah, we got Decky 25-1. Jason Day's been having a good year so far, 35-1.
35.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
Wyndham
know.
Clark defending.
400 seems crazy, but
Yeah, Wyndham Clark defending champ at plus 6,000.
yeah, I was looking today.
It's
There
not
hadn't been a back-to-back winner since 2009.
okay.
I
Well, there you have it.
think it was DJ. I just might have
Okay.
made that up, but yeah.
I just made that up. Well, what would we be if we weren't misinformed on this podcast? Oh, hell. All right, Ken.
Oh shit,
Well,
Tom Kim after the TGL. Tom Kim might be hot. Dude, Tom Kim was
yeah.
doing the
Oh
this
my
shit
god,
after the putts.
dude,
I was like,
I'm so over Tom Kim.
I don't know, man. I think he's
I,
back.
I don't know. I don't know.
I tell you what, the
Um,
fact that he's on Tiger's team, it was if he was playing against Tiger, I would have been pissed. But he's on Tiger's team, so I was like, hell yeah, Tom Kim, he's back, dude. Totally
that's
back.
hilarious.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I honestly, I was like, this is huge for his career. The other thing about TGL, which I don't know if we talked about, I think they actually got the team thing down. I think the team thing that Liv was going for, I think actually
Well,
works with
yeah.
TGL. And the fact
Well,
that they
because
do the alternate shot is like it really makes the team thing like a
yeah,
thing. And they're reading the greens, they're high five, and like it's legit. Like it's awesome.
yeah.
Team aspect, oh like my
Well,
son was watching the game or watching the game, whatever the match. But he's like, Dad, which team are we rooting for? I was like, oh,
there
the
you
red
go.
team. The red team's Tiger. We're rooting for
Yeah,
the team. I was like, that's Tiger Woods. He's like, okay, we're rooting for the red team. So it's like, oh, like this is actually working,
yeah. Well,
you
they
know?
play as a team. Like Liv's
Right.
team is
Live is just
closer to
like
like
the scores, like
our high school golf.
it doesn't make sense. Yeah, it doesn't you don't really care. There's no it's and
Yeah,
like it you ultimately still care about the individual winner of Live. It's like,
yeah.
oh, you the team, like nobody's really paying attention to that. It's kind of like it
Hmm.
reminds me of F1 where they have the yeah, what do they call it? The
I
I
don't
don't
watch
know.
F1. I wouldn't know.
It's they
But
have
I
they
mean,
have the
yeah,
team
Liv's
they
closer to
have the team
college and high
points in
school golf.
F1 and
Yeah,
it's huge because they get money, but like the team like
doesn't matter.
nobody really
Yeah,
cares about that. They care of oh Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen won. So like TGL is like, oh, you could actually start oh, they traded Tom Kim for Keegan. You could actually care about that. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's
yeah. I mean, they
pretty
got
good
something
stuff.
to build on for sure. For
Yeah. But
sure.
Tom Kim, I think it's gonna be good for his image playing with Tiger, for real.
Maybe he's been a dork and a douchebag for the last 6 months, so he needs some image
People,
rehab.
people were trying to heckle him in the stands. And that's why he was doing this shit because they're like, Scotty, Scotty. And he was putting and they're like, Scotty would make that putt because he was getting into a Scotty at the
Yeah,
President's Cup. So
yeah,
golf fan nerds is pretty good.
oh shit, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to check it out next week. I'll have to check it
Yeah,
out.
dude. So we got also Hovland plus 5,000. I mean, he's coming off a weird year after just playing
Yeah.
incredible. Went through a swing change, had a couple
Well,
injuries, kind
he
of
just
like
had an article out and he's like says
weird.
he's not playing. Yeah, but he's like I don't know. He doesn't seem very confident in his game
Yeah, it
right
was
now.
bizarre. happy-go-lucky
Like,
guys, like down in the dumps.
yeah, it's kind of weird. It's definitely a little strange because yeah, he's always smiling and having fun, and uh, golf's a mental game, man.
My sleeper
Mental
this
game.
week is Ben On. Ben
Mm.
On. You got Akshay.
What are
Tony
they like
Finau's having another
70s?
kid. Just had another
Yeah,
kid.
baby bump.
Yeah, you got some dogs here. I don't know, man. Minwoo
The
Lee,
thing is
other
yeah,
sleeper.
it's only 80 guys, so I mean, could be anybody, but I'll take like Scotty, Rory, Ludwig, Cantlay. I'd take those guys versus the
Justin
field,
Rose. Justin Rose plus 17,000.
Jesus
But
Christ, really?
yeah, put these guys
Sprinkle
in your
5
DFS
on that.
lineups. Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez.
Should we start doing DFS lineups and start taking people's DFS lineups? Just start naming off everyone and everyone's
We might have better luck
yeah.
putting out weekly DFS
Mm-hmm.
than these picks. We need to start hitting a few here.
Yeah.
Starts this week.
Well,
Starts
think
this
about
week,
DFS
dude.
lineups. You just put in like 6 guys and one of them hits. You're like, I knew that one guy was. I hope you listen. Hope you picked that guy.
Dude, yeah. Dude, DFS golf is so fucking hard. It's outrageous.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
impossible.
Yeah, it's impossible for sure. All right, dude. Well, yeah, golf season's here. Let's watch some golf this weekend. No football.
We're
And
back.
let's get locked in because we clearly haven't been paying much attention if our record by what our record's saying. So and we gotta lock in for fantasy golf, man. We can't embarrass ourselves like we did last year in fantasy golf.
Yeah, I need to
We
check
really
my
gotta
lineup. So I don't know. I
yeah.
think I picked Ben On. I'm about to switch that.
There you go.
Workout.
Could you just said his name?
Yeah.
Oh shit. All right. Well, we want to thank everyone for listening. Subscribe to the pod, share it, comment. Check us on our socials at Fairway Pod on Twitter, at Laying in the Fairway on Instagram. Search Laying in the Fairway Podcast on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel, thumbs up, like the video, comment, do whatever. Hammer.